Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Raw is Jericho! Hell yeah! Get some
You will rest in peace.
The whole world will acknowledge me.
I feel like
The end of that should have "The world is watching."
I like that. And hopefully the world is watching, because don't adjust those sets. This is a special edition of the Rasslin Addicts coming to you on Saturday. What? Saturday. And
What?
At what time? At what
What?
time? What time? Saturday, March 16th at 3:16 p.m. Oh, hell yeah.
I'll drink to that.
Oh,
Oh, look at this guy drinking Broken Skull. Cheers.
on Stone Cold Day, gotta. That's good. That's good. Hard to find on Staten Island.
No, not for me, pal. Not for me, pal. Champs. Champs and the other place by your old house.
Where's Champs?
Well, Champs is on Highland Boulevard.
Okay. That's the one by like Family Fruit.
Yes. And then
Okay.
over by your old house, the Champs opened a different spot that's even bigger than the one over there.
Really?
But it's owned by Champs. It's just not called Champs.
Okay. And they haven't, so.
You know what I found out? Talk about this on 316 Day. You know what I found out that I did not know? Did you know in New York you can't sell liquor and beer in the same store? It's against the law.
Really?
It's two different liquor. It's two different licenses, and you can't have both registered to the same address. And now that I said that, you're thinking about it and going, "Oh my God!"
I am. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going through the places where.
If you go to a liquor store, if you go through a liquor store, they do not sell beer.
That is true. Wow.
And if you go to some place that sells beer, they do not sell liquor.
Huh.
But wine is neutral.
You know what? I was going to ask that because when I was in Texas for work, at CVS, they had beer and wine. And
Wine is neutral.
You know, I picked up a couple of bottles of wine. You know, the company paid for it. So,
But yeah, that I learned that because I go to the beer distributor enough that they were just like, yeah, we can't sell. They're actually the one by your old house. They're actually going to make a separate entrance to create a different address so that on the other side of the building, because it's a large building, they can sell liquor on the other side of the building.
I like that. That's smart.
That's called circumventing the law, and I love it.
I love it. Because it was fuck the government. Oh, hell yeah.
Well, listen, Stone Cold wouldn't want us to not have liquor or wine or beer.
Right. And if anyone was anti-establishment, it was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
It was definitely it is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
He's not dead. Just doesn't wrestle.
Right.
Anymore.
Right. That is true. Well, you never know. He might be more tamed. You know, he is a little, as you get older, you get wiser. So you got to like pick your battles.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's 316. What are we discussing today, Matthew?
The rattlesnake and the impact that he had. That this past Monday night on Raw, Travis Scott was a guest. Raw was in Houston. Travis Scott's from there, so he was there front row. But as you know, they showed footage of him arriving to the arena. He had on the Austin 316 Snake shirt, WWF style. And I looked up, Travis Scott's 32, so he, he wasn't around to see it live. Really,
we are
so
we are barely I'm 36, you're 37. We are barely old enough to have caught the Attitude Era in all its glory. We were like 12 in 99. I was 12, you were 13. I'm 4 years older than Travis Scott, so he was 8 years old trying to like flipping off his mom, telling her to suck it. I don't think so.
No, but that's the impact that, you know, he just draws you in because he's just so goddamn entertaining, and that's why he's the number one in the Mount Rushmore, because without Stone Cold, like this shirt right here, this is probably still the highest grossing shirt within the company.
You know, it's
Black
wild.
shirt, white letters, Austin 316.
And what's really wild about Austin, I'm in church like 3 weeks ago, and the priest starts talking about John 3:16. I immediately start giggling. Meredith goes, "What's so funny?" I said, "I can't tell you, but your dad will get it." We go outside. She goes, "What was so funny in the church?" I said, the father started talking about John 3:16, and her dad overhears and goes, "Austin 3:16 says I just whooped your ass." I call my dad. Her dad's a wrestling fan, right? Her dad's a wrestling fan. My dad is not a wrestling fan. I call up my dad. I go, "Dad, you won't believe it. We're in church. The priest starts talking about John 3:16. I start laughing, and he goes, "Let me guess. Austin 3:16." I go, "Look, my dad didn't even watch wrestling. Even he knows about Austin 3:16."
There you go.
I think the priest just wanted everybody to think about it.
Right? Yeah. What are some of your favorite Stone Cold moments that like stick out for you?
Definitely the beer truck.
Yes. That was
the first time he hit Vince with the stunner, and Vince just took it the worst way possible. Like I think The Rock took the stunner the best, and he kind of like taught everybody else how to take a stunner.
Yes.
But Vince just went over. It was almost like he did a snapmare. He hit him with a stunner, and Vince must have thought he was doing a snapmare because I don't know. Vince doesn't watch his own product and know how that move is performed. Because Vince bowled over.
You know what's funny about the beer
wait,
truck?
real quick, can I say Vince, or am I gonna say Vince and like get like censored for like saying it, you know? Like
no,
get one of those.
I posted for the poll for WrestleMania 19. I posted a bloody Vince McMahon.
I'm surprised you didn't like censor it, because anytime you say you get censored on WWE, you can't say so.
I love that. That's great.
They censored. Listen, it got to the point where they censored on WWE 2K24. Like his face is blurred out.
Yeah, that's crazy. But he's in the.
That's some next level canceling.
He's in the showcase for WrestleMania 17, like his character, the video.
That is next level censoring right there.
Right, like. It was all yours. And
they blurred you. I'm sorry, but blurring somebody is borderline erasing them.
Yeah.
Wow. They gave him the Benoit treatment.
Yep.
Except now, like, I think I can get away with saying Benoit, but I ain't saying, Vince. I'm not saying that name.
No. But we have to.
You're gonna get
the show.
You're gonna get that if you say it. So it's like,
all right. I will. Can I say Vinnie Mac?
I'll allow it.
Okay. All right. So the best
part you say what you want to say.
I won't listen. I'm not going to get canceled for that. It'll be for something else. It won't be for that.
Oh, I'm going to tell you about what I'm going to get canceled. We're going to get into some non-Stone Cold discussion, and I'm going to tell you about what I'm going to get canceled for, and you're going to hate it, and I'm going to love it.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to that.
I
don't want to. Yeah. But back to the beer truck. You know what's crazy about that? That started the show. That wasn't like the main event. That wasn't the last thing that happened. That started the show. Like
9 o'clock.
Shit. Right. And 9 o'clock. That's when Raw was 2 hours on 9 o'clock, and it was perfect.
And there weren't 45-minute segments of The Rock talking.
Hey, listen, The Rock has a lot to say. He's there once a week.
I mean, to make up for his family not wrestling, he has to talk a lot.
Right, but you know what we're gonna get this Friday? Well, I'm sorry. You know what we got yesterday? I hope. You know what? Forget it. I don't want to talk about SmackDown. I want to talk about The Rock. It's Stone Cold Day 316. But the beer truck I love, you know, he sprayed down The Rock, Vinnie Mac, and Shane.
The whole corporation, if I remember right.
Just 3. I don't think the whole.
I think at the time that was them. At the time, Rock had just been named corporate champion.
Yeah,
and but they hadn't.
It was like leading up to WrestleMania, I think.
Yeah.
I'm getting choked up over here talking about Stone Cold. It's making me emotional. So you were saying the beer truck, the first stunner to Vince. What other moments stick out for you?
Brett putting him in the sharpshooter with Bloodstone.
That was good. That was also a cool moment in the video game. Did you play it yet?
Him. I haven't played it. I have it. I got the early edition, so I've been able to play it since last Tuesday. I just haven't had an opportunity to sit down and actually do it. I've just been really busy, wedding planning, work. You know, taking people to the airport so they can go to Ireland. You know, a lot of things going on this week. I'm hoping to play a little bit sometime between today and tomorrow. I'm off until next Thursday, so I got to get some stick time in there. Play a little.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So, but I do love 14 against Sean. I mean, kind of ended Sean's career, at least the first time. Sean pulled a Jordan, didn't he? Sean pulled a Jordan in that instance where he retired and came back, and the second run was better than the first run.
That's the perfect analogy.
Yeah, he came back wearing the 4-5. That's what Sean did. Let me think. What else did Austin do like that? It sticks out in my brain a lot. Oh, toward the end, the cowboy hat with Angle.
Oh my God, that was great. That was really good.
I hated the what thing. I really, really hate that. I just thought that was the stupidest gimmick. That what thing, as far as stupidity is concerned, is right up there with Becky Lynch calling herself the man. I know there's a reason for it all, and I know the story with Christian or Edge or whoever the hell he was telling the story with.
Christian, yeah.
They're stupid, okay? They're stupid. They're annoying, and they're stupid. Between Austin and what is right there with Becky Lynch calling herself a man, and
what about the woos?
And I was going to say, and Flair and his sexually assaulted ass with the woos. Those are 3 things in wrestling I just hate. And I'm like, I'll die on that hill. I don't care. But that's not the thing that's going to get me canceled.
No, definitely not. But I guess we'll come up to that soon. What? I like the what for just like Stone Cold while he was there. But then once they're like how they're still doing it now, it's like they're trying to bury. I don't like it. It definitely ran its course, but like
half the kids that are saying it now don't even know what it's from. They weren't alive when he did it.
Exactly. They're just saying it because everyone else is saying it. It's like you can't do that. You have to know where it came from. And
listen, the certain things that you can do forever. The one is the "You suck" chant for Angle.
Yes.
But it's only for Angle, and the John Cena sucks for John Cena.
Right. You know what? They didn't do it when on this last run when he came back.
John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks.
I miss Cena. He's good. Maybe, but you know what? You know what Cena doesn't have? His own day. As great as he was, he doesn't have his own day. And, you know, some of those great memories that you mentioned from Austin, you know, are the reason why, you know, all the way starting from cutting that promo on Jake the Snake at King of the Ring, which really just propelled him, and Brett at WrestleMania 13, his feud with McMahon. Vinnie Mac. His feud with Vinnie Mac.
You know, it's wild to think that if the curtain call doesn't happen, Austin doesn't win that King of the Ring, and we miss a big chunk of wrestling lore.
who knows? He probably doesn't make it.
I don't even want to think about it because it's
Right.
It's scary to really think about it.
Yeah, I don't want that butterfly effect. No way.
I don't know if he doesn't make it.
Changes everything.
I don't know if he doesn't make it, but the Austin 316 promo definitely doesn't get cut.
Right.
Because I think Jake disappeared right after that. You never saw Jake again.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think he was
at least not on TV.
I can't remember him doing anything after that.
Yeah, I mean, back and for those watching, back in the day, people disappeared on house shows. They didn't disappear on TV. Like you would just stop seeing them on TV, but they'd still be wrestling on a house show. Curtain Call, for example, was the last day Scott and Kevin were in WWF. That was not a televised event. That was a house show at MSG.
Yeah, and it's crazy because that was '96, and
that video was like underground,
right?
Somebody snuck a TV camera that was the size of a shoebox into MSG to record that.
Crazy,
wild,
and it's now it's history now. Like if that happened today,
it can't.
You could sell that footage.
It can't happen today.
No,
everybody has a cell phone.
Yeah,
you would have it along with 10 billion other people that were there.
Yeah, but
like everybody that was there would have recorded it.
Yeah, that's true.
But you know what? I think the Austin bringing the beer truck out, it's actually been replicated at least 2 times, right? Kurt Angle brought out the milk truck.
Yeah, that was great.
and I think I'm gonna attribute what's his face bringing out the forklift and lifting the ring. That's something very, very similar.
Oh, Brock? Yeah.
Yeah, Brock bringing out the can we say Brock? Is he canceled too?
No, they actually added him back to the active roster.
I saw that.
Which is why I thought on Monday he was going to show up, win that gauntlet match, and face Gunther at WrestleMania, but they went with fucking Sami Zayn. That's just a whole other fucking topic. But yeah, we could say Brock.
Yeah, I feel like him bringing a forklift out, or it wasn't a forklift. It was a
It was a
tractor. It was like a hay bale. It was a tractor with like a hay baler on it or something like that. I don't know. I got vibes of Austin when he did that.
Yeah,
I got Austin vibes with the beer truck. So that's ripple effect right there.
It is.
He hit the Titantron with that thing. I was like, yo, this Titantron's gonna fall down on that beer truck.
Yeah. One of my favorite things that he did with the Titantron, this is when he was champ, but Shane still had the Smoking Skull belt and wouldn't give it to him. The Rock was walking around with it. This was like 99. And Austin said that if you show the belt on the Titantron one more time, I'm going to cost this company so much money. They showed it again. Big Show yanked the Titantron down. Then Austin took some like long hook thing and just destroyed the Tron. And it was just it's like epic that
it was like a tree saw.
Yeah, exactly. And
wow.
I missed the old Titantron.
I just want to point out that Big Show definitely did not pull that thing down.
No, not at all.
He definitely grabbed it, and they lowered that shit for him. He sold it though. I was there. I was with him. I was like, yes, he's pulling it down.
I'm like, he's so strong. That's why he's the Big Show.
That's good stuff.
But I miss the old Titantron. You know, like when their entrances had clips of like, you know, matches or like just something else. But now it's just their name. It's just their name and that's it. That's the Tron. Like how lazy. Because like with Austin's, it showed Austin 316 really quick and then it broke with the glass. And you know, you just had clips of
giving out the stunner.
Cause it fucking chaos. And that shit was cool. Like
I think DX kind of changed it because when they came out, there was almost no footage of them actually wrestling. A lot of the video footage was strippers, kids running up against fences,
and then
and them telling people to suck it.
Right.
which I was totally okay with. That video was great. They put strippers in it. Always a W.
Yeah, yeah. Who doesn't like
Lots and
strippers?
lots of
Right?
strippers. Strippers, baby. Many strippers.
You know, Austin with the Zamboni, the cement truck. It's
The cement truck. Fuck, I forgot
Right?
about
right.
Vince. Excuse me. My bad. I didn't mean to say it.
Wait.
You know, I was like, I said it, and then I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to say that guy's name. But his Corvette. Yeah, that guy. Oh, what's going on with my soundboard over here?
Because you're slipping too much with Vince. That's why. Oh fuck. I am a fan of his Disturbed music. When he came back after getting run over, it was like the 01 theme.
Wait,
it was
who ran him over?
Rikishi.
For what? Well, why did he do it?
I did it. I did it for The Rock. God damn it. That was all right. You know what? 316 day, we could talk about this because it's stone cold. You set up a storyline to where you take out the biggest star in the company because he has a neck injury, which robbed us of The Rock versus Triple H versus Stone Cold, who were the three biggest names in the Attitude Era. So we got robbed of that triple threat, and we never got it, which sucks. But
wait, just so who's the stuntman that took that bump? Because it definitely wasn't Austin that got hit by a car, but somebody definitely got hit by a car. So I want to be the stuntman that got hit by that car.
Gilbert, maybe the guy was bald.
Stop.
So I hate that it was Rikishi. You had so many other opportunities to make a star out of this situation or just propel someone already to the next level. Billy Gunn could have been a great option for that. But you know what? He eventually got hurt, so it worked out well.
Well, maybe he doesn't get hurt if that doesn't happen.
No,
of course, listen, the NOIs are always going to get the love. So Rikishi got pushed for some reason.
Rikishi didn't need the push, though. He was already one of the biggest baby faces in the company. The place went nuts when he danced with.
Yeah, but he was kind of heel. He went heel at that point, though.
He went heel because they had him run over Austin.
Right.
There was no reason to pick Rikishi.
That's
honestly,
true.
Stephanie McMahon would have been a better option because who succeeded from it? Triple H. Bring in Shawn Michaels. A, Austin ended his career, and B, Triple H is his boy. Why not bring in Shawn Michaels?
Well, because he was all coked up. But I love the idea, though. Right. That's brilliant. It makes too much sense. Stop trying to make sense here. because I'll be honest with you, even if they did it with Shawn, you got to think of that butterfly effect. Then you don't have the match between Shawn and Triple H with the no holds barred match with Shawn in the jeans. You don't have that.
You could still have that and just use it as a storyline. Triple H.
Yeah, but wasn't that part of the heat? Was there was beef between Triple H and Shawn, and that's where that match stemmed from. A little bit of jealousy, a little bit of lack of appreciation. But if Shawn helps Triple H win the title, then that match isn't really necessary.
No,
unless you to sit there and be like, "I helped you get that fucking belt."
There it is.
You never even said thank you.
Right. Or you wouldn't be here without me.
That was already the case.
So that would have been great, but
that would have been great.
Listen, what's done is done. That's what the video game is for. Make your own storylines, have fun that way. But and it's crazy how you lost a guy like Stone Cold for pretty much all of the year 2000.
He got hurt a lot.
Yeah, I blame Owen. It was Owen and that fucking pile driver. That cut his career so short. Austin's run was 5 years? If that?
Yeah.
97, 98, 99. 01 because he was out all of 2000. He walked out in 2002. So, and that took a lot away.
You know what it is? It's the rosters were small back then.
Right.
The rosters back then were 20 guys. Now they got like 90. I think they have like 96 full-time personalities.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 96. They only have 3 shows.
It's 5 hours. Well, if you counted NXT, 2, 4, that's 9 hours of TV. And it's
and they give everybody 1 hour apiece.
But you know what? During the Attitude Era, everyone had a story.
Yeah.
Everyone had a reason. And whether it was for 5 minutes or 10 minutes that you saw it, it advanced that story and it kind of made sense.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, the random title matches, bonkers. Austin wins the Rumble in 01. They're hyping up Austin versus The Rock at Mania. You know that's what you're getting. But on SmackDown, the main event is William Regal versus The Rock for the WWF title. So it's crazy because you know William Regal's not winning the belt. But that match,
well, you know what though? There were some instances where they changed hands with the belt just to give it back the next day. I mean, how long was Mankind fucking champion? Kane was champion for a day.
Yeah. Yeah, but William Regal on a taped SmackDown before WrestleMania.
Oh, I mean, I think they had it's before the Attitude Era, but they had the Rockers win a championship on a house show.
I think and
then they took it back because I think the ring broke and they were like, "Nah, we can't have the belt change hands on a fucking shit match like that."
Good, honestly, better off because who knows what would have happened to Michaels if they would have won.
Marty Jannetty would have fucking furthered him into fucking drug abuse.
Yeah,
because Marty's the one that introduced him to all that crap.
Fucking Marty, it's the name.
Gotta be.
So some of my favorite Austin moments. One of them would have to be like they're not like major moments, but SummerSlam 07, I think was in Nassau. No, it was leading up to the SummerSlam in 07, I think. There was like a thing with MVP and Matt Hardy or JBL. I don't remember, but Austin was there. This is how meaningful this moment is for me. I can't fucking remember it. So I'm going to skip it. Raw 25, the 25th anniversary of Raw. The McMahon family's in the ring. The old timer is saying that he did all this by himself. He has no one to thank. And then that glass hit, and everybody went absolutely crazy. My wife even went crazy, who tolerates wrestling because of me. But like she's into it. Like she gets who people are and she gets hyped for certain things. And once Austin's music's hit, she jumped up too, right with me. And
she gets hyped when she has the numbers in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Yeah. I got robbed. Fucking Sami Zayn, number 30. So that was a great moment. I love the matches with The Rock. You know, WrestleMania. Nothing tops it. You know, we have a WrestleMania Rewind episode coming soon, a WrestleMania 17, and my favorite WrestleMania of all time. And just that match with Rock and Austin, you know, that's why he's the greatest. You know, he's number one. He's the reason why we're all here, the reason why a lot of us are fans, and he made it cool to be a wrestling fan. He made it cool to be like, fuck your boss. Don't put up with this bullshit. And
when I was 12, I had I think the New York Daily News ran a poster of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I had it was like a newspaper. It wasn't a poster, like poster material. It was newspaper material, but it was a poster of him like doing the trademark fingers up and all that. And I had that up in my room. because it was free. You got it with a newspaper, but it was full length, like both sides, like the middle of the paper. And I had that in my room. You know, the Austin Got Milk ad. That's a big deal.
I remember that. Yeah, he was on TV Guides.
Yeah.
TV Guide. Don't come at me and say Stone Cold's not the greatest if you've never had a fucking TV Guide. All right, so.
Oh God.
You know, he was all over. You know, this is when wrestling was the hottest that it ever was, and I don't think it will ever get to that status again.
It won't.
And that's because of Stone Cold. You know, and listen, without Stone Cold, there's no Rock.
And with no Rock, there's no Usos. There's no Roman. Because all those jabronis only have a job because they're related to The Rock.
There's no super kicks all the time.
Those two guys are fighting each other at Mania. I say, like, drink a shot every time one of them does a super kick. You'll be fucking shit faced. God help you if it's the first match. You're not going to remember the rest of the fucking Mania.
Are you gonna be available for WrestleMania?
What date is it?
I think April 6th and 7th.
Yeah, I'll be in town.
Bang!
I'll be in town. I think I have. Hold on, the 6th and 7th. You said
Saturday and Sunday.
Wait, hold on. I got something on the 7th. I am meeting with the priest at our church to start our whole pre-Cana thing, but that's. I'll be in the neighborhood already. I'll be. Well, that's at 6 o'clock or something like that. 5 o'clock.
What time's your meeting's at 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's at 4 actually. My meeting's at 4.
Oh. All right.
And I'll be in the area because I'm a Holy Child down the road from your house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Convenient. That's good.
But yeah, I definitely, I'll be there.
Awesome.
I might have a new Sean shirt to wear too.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? You never told me that belt. Remember we were talking about belts?
So the belt that I want,
that
I'm not going to get. The belt that I want that I'm not going to get. It's just too much. It's too much money right now. It's not too much money in general. I've got belts that are comparable in price. Like the Sean one behind me and the Razor one behind me are probably comparable in price.
They ever come out with a Randy Orton one? I think I have to.
They did. It's the world heavyweight championship. Okay. This year, I'm looking at them now. They have WrestleMania 40 limited edition winged eagle replicas.
I got the email for that.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now, and I'm just like, wow, those are kind of nice, but I'm not going to get them because I hate all of those. I don't hate all of those belts. I hate a good chunk of those belts.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the wing eagle. I know what you're going to say. Like, you have the wing eagle behind you right now. I do. It's right there. But I only got that because it's Sean.
What is your favorite one?
My favorite one is the big eagle.
The Attitude Era one.
The Attitude Era one.
Yeah, no, me too. That's my favorite one. I love
that's my favorite one. I hate the wing eagle. I think the wing eagle is too small for a heavyweight champion to use.
Right.
I just think like on somebody like Austin, or somebody like it looks good on somebody like Brett and Sean. It looks bad on somebody like Austin or Rock. But this is the belt that I want.
Yokozuna. When Yokozuna had it,
he couldn't terrible. Even. Yeah, it looked terrible. It looked like a baby's toy. This is the one I want.
Oh, that's nice.
With the blue strap. And what I really like about this one is, I don't know if you could tell, that centerpiece is very, very curved.
Yeah.
Like that's a strap.
Yeah.
That's a strap. Because most of the belts that they make, they don't have that big curve. They're not flat. Like I have a big eagle outside this room right now. It's on the other side of this door behind me. I have a big eagle next to the spinner. But that one's kind of flat by comparison to that one. That one's got a fucking that's like and Austin held that belt for a day.
He did. And
then like the next day he came out with the Smoking
Black
Skull.
and
He was like, I'm not wearing that blue shit.
That
And then
Smoking Skull. I had that at one point in time with the WWF logo.
Get the F
And
out.
I fucking sold it like an idiot. Idiot. Stupid. What? I should stun myself.
Stupid.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is without a doubt the greatest probably wrestler of all time. And he only had a 5-year run. And it was just incredible. And it's still talked about to this day. His last match was in 2003.
That's not true.
Obviously, he came back. He came back against Kevin Owens.
There you go.
To really appreciate him, you would have had to like watch his run and have been there from the start. And before he came back against Owens, his last match was in 2003, and it's people still talk about that feud, him and The Rock. People don't talk about, which is crazy, him and Triple H. Him and Triple H had a great feud. That 3 stages of hell match, 2 out of 3 falls at No Way Out 01. Crazy match. Brutal. First fall is a regular wrestling match. Second fall is a street fight. Third fall is a steel cage. And that wasn't even the main event. Dude, that was in the middle of the show. The match that followed it was Jerry the King Lawler versus Right to Censor. What? What?
Wow.
Main event was Kurt Angle versus The Rock for the title. I get it's the title, but this feud had to do with Stone Cold getting run over. So it's crazy how no one really talks about Triple H when they're talking about his greatest rivals. He's up there.
I feel like Triple H gets marginalized a lot, and I don't think it's fair at all by any stretch of the imagination. I got bad news for you. So they don't sell the Randy Orton belt anymore, but it does exist.
What does it look like?
I'm trying to pull up.
I think I remember seeing it, and I was probably like, "Meh."
It's actually kind of nice. Let me try to share this bad boy with you so that you can see what it looks like. Well, that's what it looks like.
Okay.
And then let's see if I can get it like opened.
All right, that's actually pretty cool.
Let me
how
see if
it
I
has
can
Orton
zoom
on
in there.
That's pretty cool.
Apex Predator, RKO, Orton.
All right, something like that. You have to.
It's got the Viper
hang up
buckle
like that. Yeah,
I know. That's why. Look, I got the Razor.
Right.
I got the Razor.
Yeah,
and I got the HBK right there.
I eventually have to. Probably not down here, but pimp out my garage.
So I have a 316. I don't have any Austin stuff. When I was a kid, I did. I had Austin. I think I had the Austin baseball jersey.
Okay. Yeah.
Which was cool. But I wore this shirt because other news things are happening involving people involving Austin. And I mean, Mike Tyson's having a fight in June against Jake Paul, brother of Logan Paul. And when I see this shirt and everybody goes, oh, you think of Shawn Michaels, you think of Triple H. I don't. I think of Mike Tyson and him betraying Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 14, and then hanging an Austin 316 shirt over Shawn's dead body, much to the anger and dismay of Shawn Michaels. Obviously not in the ring. He's not mad, but Shawn did say, like, don't do that. And then Tyson did it anyway. And Shawn threw a fit because he was like, this is my last match. And that's the last that people are going to remember me. My face covered.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Sean, professional that he is, didn't break kayfabe and ruin Steve's moment. You know, people talk shit about, people really talk a lot of shit about Sean, about what happened backstage, and that's fine. He was an asshole backstage, but in the ring, there was nobody more professional. I think in the ring during that time when he's all coked up and on all types of drugs and whatnot, I only ever saw him do something fucked up one time, and that was after the Iron Man match. He was rude to Earl Hebner.
Bro, what about Vader? He like dogged Vader in that main event match. I forgot when it was. But Sean is actually a dick in the ring sometimes.
Listen, Vader couldn't wrestle. Oh, Vader couldn't wrestle, and he was overly stiff. Look, you can go read about it. Everybody hated wrestling with Vader. Everybody hated wrestling with Vader because he was overly stiff for no reason. And he was just like, we're wrestlers. We're supposed to be able to take a punch. Dude, stop it. That's ridiculous.
You think he was stiff on Boy Meets World?
Probably. That's why he was afraid of Feeney.
All right, so Stone Cold Steve Austin, that glass shatters. What you want to do is crack open a beer, drink it, hit the network, go watch some Stone Cold specials. But before we go, why are you getting canceled?
Somebody talked about Bubba Ray or Bully Ray or whatever the hell he's calling himself these days, was talking about the Intercontinental Championship and how they're promoting it with Gunther just right. And I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly. The guy's been champion for 6 years at this point. Like between him and Roman, at least Gunther defends his belt. But to me, this guy who's a Nazi, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. The character he's playing, the ring general, he's a Nazi. He's got a Nazi fucking name. He comes down to the ring wearing a Nazi jacket. He stands there at parade rest like a fucking Nazi would. He's a Nazi. I don't understand how I'm the only one that sees this. Like this German guy came down to the ring wearing a Nazi trench coat, stood at parade rest looking like this at everybody. Yeah, he's a Nazi. It's like saying Nikola Koloff wasn't a fucking communist or Iron Sheik wasn't Iranian.
What do you think Stone Cold would do if he saw him?
Stun him. He'd give him he'd go to like give him a beer, and then when he went to go like shake hands, he'd give him the finger and fucking stun him. But point being is that it used to be that the Intercontinental Champion was the number 2 guy in the company. Do you feel like Gunther is the number 2 guy in the company?
No.
Do you feel like he's an up-and-coming guy who's going to eventually be heavyweight champion, world champion?
Yes.
I don't. He has no personality whatsoever. None. I don't want to see that man near a microphone.
He definitely will be world champion. Probably by the end of the year.
If that's the case, that's awful booking because you've been booking Cody against fucking Roman.
No. Okay, so I don't mean there's 2 titles now. So with that Raw Championship, it's easier to make a guy like Jey Uso, Gunther, Sami Zayn. It's easier to make these guys world champion because you have that secondary title. Cody's going to be the guy.
For me, I always felt like the Intercontinental Champion wasn't like Honky Tonk was Intercontinental Champion for as long as he was because he was never getting a push into the World Championship spotlight. That was never going to happen.
Yeah, but you think about that's what it was though with the IC title. The IC title was the next stepping stone to the World Championship.
I got that, but the reason that Honky Tonk Man held the belt as long as he did is because he wasn't going to be world champion.
Right.
He was capped there. But you think about guys like Shawn, you think about guys like Triple H, The Rock, they were only IC champion for like 6 to 8 months, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. And then they were in the world title picture. This dude's been Intercontinental Champion for like 3 years. And that belt doesn't even look like a championship belt. It looks like a fucking medallion you put on your fucking hood of your car when you're taxiing people in New York.
That belt is
fucking ugly.
Terrible. I agree. That belt's terrible. They need to go back to the belt that Stone Cold held, that Austin held, that Michaels held. Even if you go back to the one that The Rock and Triple H held.
That one's good too. By comparison, absolutely. Those 2 are better. By comparison, by a lot, actually. So I just and everybody that's a big fan of wrestling now, they're gonna say, "Oh, Gunther's the greatest." I'm like, listen, I'm not riding the Nazi train. I'm sorry. I don't have to tell you. I know a Nazi when I see a Nazi. The dude comes out to the ring, stands at parade rest, puts his best Nazi face on with his Nazi trench coat, and then goes out to the ring. And I'm fairly certain people were complaining because originally his name was Wilhelm or some shit like that. And it was a full-on, like, actual, like, yeah, actual Nazi name. And they were like, you can't do that. That's a Nazi name. So they changed his name to Gunther with the same exact fucking thing. I'm like, okay, he's still a Nazi. Everybody realizes this, right? So that'll probably get me canceled because how dare I fucking sit here and shit on Gunther. Fuck Gunther, all right? Not a fan at all. Do not like him. Don't care for his shtick. His entire gimmick is fucking weak.
You're allowed. You're allowed.
Not anymore. You can't have a different opinion anymore.
Jesus. I'm like looking over here for like a mouthpiece because of my work fucking thing. That's why I need a few more of these. Work can't be on the mind. Fuck work, and fuck people who say you can't have an opinion. You know what Stone Cold would do? Throw up the birds, hit him in the gut, bam, stunner. I mean, you probably can't assault people, but you know, like metaphorically, you could say that.
I'll metaphorically stun them with words.
Yeah, I like it. Stone Cold. Anything else you want to talk about with Austin?
I did have something, and the ringmaster gimmick. I want to say he wasn't the first $1 million champion, was he? No,
I think he was.
Was he?
I think so. Well, I mean, outside of Ted DiBiase. Like
now I'm like, that was a cool belt too.
I mean, that's another belt I fucking sold. Ted DiBiase, Virgil, I think were the Virgil.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Virgil.
They held the belts, but I think with Austin, he was like, I think the $1 Million Man just gave it to him. He's the ringmaster.
Yeah, he did. Let's see who else held it. Yeah, it was DiBiase, Virgil, then DiBiase again, and then Austin. Then they brought it back again for Ted DiBiase Jr.
Yeah,
LA Knight held it.
Yeah.
Most recently, Cameron Grimes held it.
Yeah.
Wow.
An illustrious list.
There's everybody's got a price.
For the $1 Million Man. Stone Cold Steve Austin. God bless him. Pour yourself a beer.
Where would we be without him?
Right? Sober? No, probably not.
By the way, I had the Stone Cold Steve Austin Beanie Baby.
You know what? I'm so mad. I'm going to have to make some TikToks. I have the Stone Cold vest. I have a Stone Cold vest. Damn it. All right. Keep a lookout for some TikToks with the Stone Cold vest. I'm going to do some Stone Cold themed joint and a point. So look out for that. And make sure that you check out the Scoreboard Addicts. Because why not? Why not? They're awesome. We're awesome. You're awesome. What? That's the bottom line because the Addicts said so. Thanks for joining. See you guys later.